Hi Flosstubers, my name is Sandy and this is my first Flosstube video. I am a little bit nervous about doing this, and so I hope I don't come across as being too crazy. As you can see by looking at me, I'm a little bit older. Most of the Flosstube videos that I've watched so far have been from a lot younger people, and even though I have been cross-stitching for many, many years, I have learned so much by watching these videos. There are people that are doing things that are so far out of my league. I'm so impressed. It's just amazing what a lot of you are doing. And I really appreciate all the videos that are out there, because the biggest thing I'm finding out is that even though I may be doing something that's a little bit different from what a kid said or something like that, that it's not wrong, because there's so many ways to do the same thing. And I never realized that before. Okay, I don't want to make this a really long video, so I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about myself, other than my name is Sandy. My husband calls me Scarlet. I call him Rhett. Maybe in the future we can talk about that story. Been married many, many years. Kids are growing up. Grandkids are practically growing up. And I hope that you'll be able to hear this. There's a lot of noise outside. I kind of live in the country, but it is kind of a busy road. So, I've been cross-stitching since in the 70s. Started out on stamped items and then moved on to counted cross-stitch. Got away from it for many, many years. Life kind of got in the way, and here just in the last year or two I have gotten back into it, and that's another story that I'll have to tell you on another day. But now I'm cross-stitching just about every single day. Behind me is my stitchy corner, if you can see it. I have scoliosis and also arthritis, and so I need to cross-stitch in a recliner so that I can lean back, put my knees up in front of me, put the pattern or chart in front of me there. I need my magnifier and I need lots of light, because I do have some cataracts that aren't ready for surgery yet. So as you can see, I got lots of lights back there. If you can see up on the wall here, there is a big project, and I'm going to try to turn this just a little bit so you can maybe see it. That's probably the biggest project that I had done in the past. I did that back in the 90s. It sat put away for many, many years, and I finally got that FFO'd here within the last year. My mother also tried to do some stitching, crochet, all kinds of different things. And she had bought a kit, which I never in my wildest imagination would ever have picked out this kit, but she loved wolves. The problem is that she died in 2010 at the age of 97, and she had never even opened this kit. So I decided last year that I was going to do this kit in her memory. And I finally got it completed. It took me forever. It's on black 14 count Aida, and I would have never chosen black, but I'm going to try to back up here a little bit and hold this up. It was called White Wolves, and it was a dimensions, or is a dimensions kit, and this took me a long, long time to complete, but I finally did it. And as I said, I never would have chosen this, but I did it for my mom. Okay, now I'm going to show you a few of the whips that I'm currently working on. I don't try to get too many things going, because if I get too many things going, I start getting very anxious, and I keep thinking, I've got to get it done, I've got to get it done. Well, I don't really, but I start feeling that way. I have a tendency to lean towards that anxiety. This next project is all finished except for the back stitching. It was from a cross stitch magazine. Right at the moment, I'm not sure which it was. I know it was from the 90s, and I made the mistake of not going and making a working copy, a good color copy, because the pattern is all different colors and it was so glossy, and I had a terrible time trying to read this chart. It had so many fractional stitches, and it has tons and tons of back stitching. My goal is to finish the back stitching on this by the end of the year. I don't know if I'll make it, but this is called Spring Garden Spot. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it, but it is the most difficult project I've ever done in my whole life. And this is it. I hope you can see that. I maybe should be holding up something behind it, but I hope it's getting that you can see it. Spring Garden Spot. And when it's finally completed, I have a frame all picked out for it. Okay, my next one. I fell in love with the Stony Creek Outhouse collection, and it comes as a booklet, and I have been working on these thinking I will put them in my half bath. And this one here is called Occupied, and it is all finished except for, oh, there goes a motorcycle. I hope that's not interfering too much. It's all finished except for the back stitching, and I'm alternating back stitching on these two projects. And this is Occupied, Stony Creek Outhouse collection. And these are all 14 count Aida. I don't work on anything except 14 count because I can't see well enough to work on anything. I tried a 28 count and I had to give up after about 30 stitches because I couldn't do it. Okay, my next whip is called Springtime, and it is a, I'll hold up the, it is a, I think it's a Sue Hillis design. Yes, Sue Hillis design. Beautiful tulips. And this is my progress, and you can hear there's banging. It's a Sunday afternoon, so people in the country are going a little crazy. Okay, here it is. Springtime. And I worked on this last week, and then I put it up, and I will be going back to it in a few weeks. Okay, my next project is also from the Outhouse collection, and this one is called Fits All Sizes, and I don't have the picture of what it's supposed to look like because it's in the book and I got it put away upstairs, but here is where I am at with this design, and I hope you can see that okay. I'll find out after I look at this video how things are coming across. And my last whip that I am currently working on this week, it's in my rotation, and because I'm just over halfway finished with this, I am going to put this into my rotation more often so that I can get this finished. And this is Spring Cardinals, and it is, let's see, it's designed by Diane Arthurs, but Spring Cardinals, and get it right side up here, and this is where I'm at right now with Spring Cardinals. And this is just absolutely beautiful. I'm finding that because my vision has been giving me fits, I've really been leaning towards very bright colors. Of course, only using the 14 count Aida, and just, I don't know, scenery. things like that. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to show you, that's all my whips. I ordered something. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do this or not. This is the first cross-stitch chart that I have gotten that has way multiple pages. And I forget how many it is in here, like 30 pages or something. But I saw this on 123 Stitch during one of their sales, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And this is an Artisy cross stitch, and I understand that that is Australian. But this is called Shades of Summer, and I hope that you'll be able to see this because it's absolutely beautiful. And I'm really looking forward to starting it. I have been checking my stash to see if I have all the threads, and I didn't, so I started purchasing them. But the store that I went to locally did not have all of the ones that I needed. So I think that what I'm going to end up doing is ordering them from 123 Stitch. We do have a very small, very expensive cross-stitch store uptown. I live in the country outside of a very small summer resort town on Lake Erie. And this is a very upscale store. I think they're mostly catering towards the resort crowd that comes in every summer. But I don't know how much they're charging for their DMC floss, so I'm going to have to check that out. But I'm really looking forward to starting this. I've already checked. I do have some 14 count Aida that I will be able to do this because this is going to be a large one. And I believe for 14 count, it's 21.5 inches wide by 17 inches high. So I need to finish something else before I start it. So I'm going to really be putting in a lot of time on the cardinals so that I can get started on Shades of Summer. That's really all I'm going to do this time. Just wanted to get out there. I've been watching everybody and thinking, oh, that looks like so much fun. And thought, hey, why not? I'm not getting any younger, so I might as well give it a try. So I'm going to wish everybody well and happy cross-stitching, and I will hopefully get another video out there to you soon. Please like my video, leave comments, criticisms. I'm always looking to do something better than what I'm currently doing it. Thank you. So long.